Hey wig lovers, welcome back. Today's Hair 101 is about wig tips and making your wig look more natural. I have 5 tips for you today to make your wigs look amazing, natural, and maybe just to give you a boost of confidence if you've been struggling with making your wig look realistic.
Step 1 is preparing your hair.
Now that your hair is wrapped or braided and it's evenly distributed, you won't have any lumps or bumps when you put on your wig. Step number 2 is shaking out your wig. Whether it's short or long, it could have a little bit of kinking from being inside of the box for a while, and so you really want to give it a good shake to get that style, to get volumized. And don't be afraid to get a wide tooth comb or a brush and really just brush through it to get all of those little kinks out so your style is ready to wear. Step number 3 is putting on your wig properly and lining it up properly. Let me show you how. I like to do the diving method. I stick my forehead in here and then pull it back. Okay. Now what I'm reaching for are these little ear tabs on the sides. I want them to come down as close as I can to my hairline. And then here in the front, you really want to make sure that the lace is lined up at your hairline, or you've got at least 4 fingers here at your forehead, so you have enough space to really make it look natural. You don't want it to be down here. That'll be a really big giveaway that you're wearing a wig. So just make sure it's as far back as possible so it's lined up with your hairline or where your hairline should be. You can always do a 4-finger check to make sure you've got enough space there at your forehead. And then you want to make sure it's lined up. So these ear tabs that I was reaching for, they're right above my ears, so at my temple. And then you just want to adjust your wig, make sure that your wig cap is tucked in, and then your wig is now properly lined up. Tip number 4 is making sure you style your wig correctly. Once you have your wig on, you can't just let it sit there. Sometimes it can have a zigzag part or it's just not styled properly. So you really want to style your wig and give it that extra little oomph to make it look more natural before you wear it out. So what I would recommend, ladies, especially if you have a lace feature, a lot of times the hairs want to come forward. So don't be afraid to take your comb and a brush and really lift that hair away from your face. That way that natural hairline is exposed and you can really see how natural the wig looks, and it gives it a little volume as well. Another tip is never make your part too straight. No one's hairline is perfect and no one's parting is completely straight. That makes it look fake if it's too perfect, in my opinion. So what I like to do is have maybe like a straight line, but then in the front kind of, part it so that it's not completely coming forward. If you want to do it, you can do it the opposite way where you have a line here at the hairline and then you kind of, take some of the hair and comb it out of like that straight line, so it's a little bit more natural looking and it has more of a natural kind of falling on that part, so it doesn't look so prefabricated and it looks more natural. Tip number 5 is a really good one. If you're wearing a wig that's similar in color to your natural bio hair, and if you already have a little bit of existing hair, some of you ladies still have some hair that's just thinning, and this is something that you can do to make your wigs look more natural. I don't always do this because I use a lot of blonde wigs and my hair doesn't really match up with them, but let me show you what I'm talking about. You can use some of your own hair to blend in with your wig. So if you've got some hair and wispy pieces on the sides, you can pull these little baby hairs out. You can also push your wig grip back, maybe like 1/2 inch from your hairline, and you can pull some of these hairs forward, and especially if you have a little bit of like a wispy baby hair thing going on in the front of your hair, you can pull these pieces out. And once you have them out, the whole idea is it's gonna look more natural because when you put your wig on, you'll have some of your own hair integrated around your hairline. So it'll look really soft and natural, but that's why it is important that you have a similar color to your own hair. So let me just show you kind of once this is on. So I'm gonna line it up real quick. Make sure it's far enough back. Okay, now I've pulled out some of my own hair on the sides. Okay, and when you do that, it just kind of gives you a little bit more confidence because you know now that like your hairline is an area that people will look at, and now that you've got your own hair kind of camouflaging the wig, it makes it look even more natural. If you have any questions for me today, let me know. I hope these tips helped you. Some of you ladies are wig experts and you already knew most of the stuff I was talking about, and that's fine. But this is mostly for beginners who are just new to wearing wigs or having trouble, you know, getting their wigs to look more natural. This should really, really help you out. Thanks for watching today, everyone, and I'll see you next time.